Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I want to apologise. The journal, how I made my journal, how I decorate my journal pages and that, I have been battling for nearly 5 days now trying to upload it, and it just won't have it. So today I've given up. The last one I've just tried has taken nearly 30 hours, and I'm not sitting here doing that anymore. So I thought the best thing to do is to come on and show you what the finish page look like. That's all I can do. I do apologize, nothing else I can do. I'm so frustrated with it right now because I don't know what went wrong. So I've never had an issue like this before. It would get so far and then it would just sit there and do nothing and nothing, and then when I refresh it and that, it all just says it's stopped loading. So you have to delete it and start all it, and I've been doing it for 4 or 5 days and I'm not going to keep doing it. It's a waste of time. So time to move on now. So I'm just going to run through the finished page, how it finished off in the end, and I do apologize. I'm hoping it will give some of you some inspiration to help you where you go with your journal pages in this challenge. I'd like to say I haven't forgotten about it. Please don't think I've forgotten about it. It's taken a lot more organising than I thought. I'm just waiting at the moment for one more lady to come back and confirm she still wants to join. There are 16 of us total, which I've closed it now, so there will be no more. I think 16's a lot. And as you can imagine, trying to sort out 16 sheets of coffee paper for everybody who needs the paper is just taking me a little while to get it sorted. Getting all the pairing up is quite daunting, but I'm getting there slowly, so just bear with me. I'm hoping by the end of next week at the latest, everybody will have received from me either an email or a letter printed out who their partner is for the months that they're doing for the 15 months, because that's how long it's going to run for, is 15 months. It's 1 month for each partner. You get a month to do it. If you want to do it quicker than that, that isn't up to you. All I will say to you is, if you have any queries, please do get in touch. I'm always at the end of an email or on Messenger, which quite a few have got me on Messenger. If you want to add me on Facebook, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I'm on Facebook as Lynn Noakes, so just look for me. You can't miss it. So I'm there. So if anybody has any issues, any problems at all, let me know. But like I say, I'm hoping by the end of next week to have all the papers sorted and on their way to, and in with the coffee papers, those that are getting the coffee papers, you will get your list explaining who your partner is. It will give you their full postal addresses and names and everything, where you have to send it to. I think it would be nice if you made contact with each other. I'll put their YouTube names down, and I'll put down their full postal names and addresses and that. I think it'd be nice if you don't know each other to go over to each other's channels and subscribe, join, and it's a good way for everybody to get to know each other, because I know there are some ladies out there that don't know each other. So I think that's just a nice thing that I'll do. But perhaps, if there's any things you want to question them about their journal page, about their style or whatever, because I've been given a theme, and believe me ladies, there's lots of different themes coming your way, so be prepared. Even some of them I've thought, oh wow, okay. But it's fine, I'll get through it and sort it, and I hope you all do. But if there's any things like you feel like you want to contact each other and say, well, what's your favourite colour, what's this, what's that, just do that. That's fine. It's what it's all about. You're designing that page for that person, and at the end of the day, that person at the end of the 15 months will have an amazing journal made by so many different artists. And as I said, the only thing I will ask you to do at the end of it is to make sure you sign and date it on the back, even if you put one of your little sticky stamp on that says handmade with love or whatever, so that whoever gets those pages will then look back and say, oh, that was so-and-so's one. So, I haven't forgotten you. Don't panic. It's all been sorted around in the background. We're getting there slowly. It's just taking me a little bit longer than I thought it would. So, right. This is my page that I finished and completed. I know a lot of you saw the first page, how I did that. And I think that's as far as it went. I'm sure it is. I can't remember now, but okay. I went on to the second page, and for that one I used a paper heart-shaped dolly, because this is steampunk romance. So I thought, well, we'll include the romance thing. And all I did was just vintage photo. Distressed it over so it made it look older. Did this little tuck spot there with the lace around it. Little crochet heart with a little bit of bling on there, which I thought, and these all came in with the paper, so for me they're ideal. And they're just those, I just cut out vintage photos around them, and I literally just tucked them in there. So that was, and I didn't completely cover that whole page, and I put a little sentiment on there just for you, and a little crochet butterfly there. So that was the second page. You don't have to overdo it. You don't have to, you know. Did I show you this one? I can't remember. This, I made a boo-boo. That's all I can say, is I made a big boo-boo. I don't know why. I was in my mind and I had it there, what I was doing, and it went wrong. And I know why it went wrong, because I wasn't paying attention and concentrating. I was so busy worrying about filming it and everything. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So it was my fault, but I still used it. It was usable. So I did some little tags like that, using up your little scraps of paper, which can stick in there. They've stuck in there fine, she says. And I just put these little cards in there. I'm going to try and decorate them up. I mean, this isn't completely finished. Another tag there I did. Because you can go back and add to it. Do bits and pieces. This was a little bit of a beady bling thing. And another one of the steampunk cutouts that was with it. Which I just put the bandage, shredded bandage all the way around. The pocket I laced up. Just put a border around it. Little cotton doily there, cotton wool, cotton, yeah, and a bit of bling. That's hanging on a bulb clip, a bulb pin. Oh, come on, Ed, think what you're seeing. A little sentiment down there for a special friend. So that was page 3. And then I turn it over onto the back page, and of course again we put the lace on there. I put that on to cover it. This I did cover with a bit of the card, this one. That came out of there. And then the back one, again, last piece of the card, the paper out of the pack I used, popped it on the back, did another little bit of paper pocket there, and if I can show you, I literally stamped, you see that, all the way across, punched it out just to give it a little bit of a pattern. And they're obviously in the hearts because it's a romance and hearts one. So you can do that sort of thing on your tops of your pockets just to give it something different. Used up the last bit of that lace. Again, all I did there was just popped in these different cards, pop them back in again. You can decorate these up a lot more. Those of you that I don't know if you know Kazakin's one, she actually showed yesterday some beautiful little snippet envelopes and tag snippets that she did for journals, and I think they're an absolute lovely idea, which you could put on your pockets, things like that. So that's another lady to go and watch, is Kazakins 1. She's really good at her journals. But again, a little pink butterfly down in the corner here with a little bit of bling on. I put a crochet doily there with a beautiful rose on there. And that just finished it off for me. As I say, I was getting a little bit frustrated with this uploading. As you can see, I did a feather on a bulb clip there as well, so that's on the front. I hope it has helped you, has inspired, will inspire some of you. I enjoy doing them. I'm really looking forward to this challenge. We've got some real good themes that have come in from the different ladies. So I'm going to enjoy it, because some of it I haven't tried, so for me it's like, oh wow. So we're going to have fun, enjoy it. I hope this does help you, gives you an idea of how I decorate my pages. Like I say, everybody's different. Everybody doesn't have to do the same as me. I mean, you can add paper bags in as pockets. See, those just get folded over and you put them in the middle of that, and that could go in there like that, and you just literally snip across the top there. When you've got it in there, you've then got a little pocket that side and a little pocket that side. That gives you 2 pockets there. All sorts of old envelopes. It doesn't even have to be new envelopes. You could use old used envelopes that you've got sitting around and just paint gesso paint over the top of them, or ink them over, whichever, if you want to. You don't have to use everything brand new. Everything, I think that's why they're called junk journals, because you can literally make them out of any old junk if that's what you want to use. Personally, I don't like the word junk journals because it just implies a different thing to me, what's in my head. But so bear with me, ladies. Hopefully I'll be in touch within the next week or 2. I'm hoping by the end of next week, like I say, to have everything, all papers on their way out to the people that are having papers, and letters, or your, I don't want to say instructions because it's not, your swap partners and all the information hopefully will be out to you by the end of next week. Fingers crossed. Like I said, I'm just waiting on one lady to come and just confirm with me that she's going to take place. She wishes to continue. She put her name down, wants to do it, but she's a bit unsure. So I'm just waiting on her coming back and confirming to me that she wants to carry ahead. If she pulls out, I will double up. So don't worry about that. We will still have 16 pages to do. So it's, yeah, 16 A4s is what you're going to get from me. So okay, I'm sorry you've all been probably sitting there waiting for so long, but I'm going to shut this off because I really don't want to be fighting with this anymore. And I will see you soon. Take care. Lots of love to you all. Bye.